The entire sports world pretty much on hold other than the free agent signings in the NFL, and that obviously includes high school sports. The OHSAA spring sports have been pushed back. The winter sports championships, you're talking girls basketball, boys basketball, and wrestling, have been postponed indefinitely. Haven't been canceled yet, but as we heard from OHSAA Executive Director Jerry Snodgrass, the window for playing those winter sports state championships is getting tighter and tighter.
While again, the window is closing, we also realize that there are so many other factors that people do not realize. Site availability, coaches availability, the keeping in mind that our officials, there are people that are in the risk category that we cannot and will not subject to being faced with being infected by this virus. So there are many factors with this. Much of this hinges on future decisions by the governor on whether we close schools for a longer period of time. Extending our tournaments into the summer months, extending them even into May, is very problematic on a lot of different fronts. I don't expect every parent, every fan to understand all the reasons why, but nor will I put our schools or our venues or sites at risk to explain all of that. Most of us have seen now that so many facilities have closed through, I believe, even early June. That does become problematic. I do not want to put a school in a spot of saying, we will host a tournament, when I'm not sure they're speaking for all of the right people for that. So there are a lot of factors that enter in to when, how, and why we may end up having to cancel our winter tournaments. I was asked last Thursday if canceling was on the table. Canceling is on the table. Everything is on the table. I would be remiss if I did not say that. So that is a factor. Right now, the governor has closed schools for 3 weeks with a return date temporarily set right now as, I believe, April 6th. We put a plan in place last Thursday. We disseminated it to our schools on Friday of a tentative schedule for our spring sports. And with schools being out again as of this moment, with schools being out until April 6th when they return, we put a plan together that would include a period of time where we would like practices to begin before they have their first contests, and our state tournaments still staying on the same schedule. However, what will change that overnight will be any decision by the governor to extend the closure of schools.